Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my yearly tradition of ranking every single game that I played in 2024. And it's a three-part series that spans over Christmas Eve, Christmas, and Boxing Day. And this is part one. So, Merry Christmas Eve. I know my family does a big celebration for Christmas Eve leading into Christmas. You know, we stay up at midnight, the kids get the presents, we get to see Santa and whatnot. And yeah, hopefully you guys are either watching this on Christmas Eve, or if you're in America, it is the 23rd when this releases. So it's kind of awkward. But here in Australia, it'll be the 24th. Now, I'm sorry if you see throughout the video, my head just starts dripping with sweat. I'm recording this and it's currently 30, what is it, 33, 35? What are you? What's the degrees today? Currently, as I'm filming this, it's 35 degrees. In this room, it's probably about 37 because I've had to close the door, turn this light on, computers, consoles. Oh, I'm dying here. And plus, I'm using body heat by speaking. So, yeah, sorry about that. But this is episode one. I'm going to talk about a bunch of games today, and then tomorrow's a bunch of games, and the next day is a bunch of games. So like and subscribe. Let me know your game of the year. Let me know some games you want me to play in 2025. This is not just games that were released this year as well, I should say. This is games that have been released, could have been released 20 years ago, and I've played it for the first time, you know. But let's go through with our first game. And that first game of the year I played was the Lego Movie video game. I played it on the PS5. I give it a game rating of 5 out of 10. I just struggled to get through this game. There are some Lego games which, if you've seen last year's or 2022's one, there's some Lego games that I've played that I've absolutely loved, and I will get onto in a little bit. But I just couldn't get hooked onto it. And you know, it's not bad for a Lego game, and it is actually a good reminder of how good that first Lego Movie was. I haven't played the second one. I've heard the second one is pretty bad, but seeing as I have played the first one, I shall at some point, maybe next year or the year after at some point. I'm not going to put a date on when I'm playing the Lego Movie video game 2, but I will be playing it soon. But yeah, let's move on to our next game. And that next game being Lego The Incredibles. I played it on the PS5 and I give it a game rating of 8 out of 10. I love this game. You know, it's such a modernized Lego game in a way, like the style, if that makes any sort of sense. I don't know if it does, but you know, it serves as one of the best crossover Lego games. You know, it has obviously the incredible characters, but also has a lot of Pixar characters like Woody, like Lightning McQueen, like Dory as well, so you can swim. It's pretty cool. I also feel a lot of nostalgia playing this game, as I loved the Incredibles movies a lot as a kid. And you know, if you're wanting to play a Lego game, there's probably two I'd recommend: Lego The Incredibles or Lego DC Supervillains. And no spoiler, I haven't played Lego Horizon, so I know nothing about that game. Maybe I played in the new year, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I 100% recommend this game, especially to play with your family or even friends if you're younger. The next game I was actually introduced to when I went on my Melbourne trip earlier in the year. It is Boomerang Fu for Switch. I give it a game rating of 7 out of 10. We only played the demo up in Melbourne. Sorry, down in Melbourne, I should say. And it was absolutely fantastic. A very, very fun party game to play with friends, especially if you're, you know, together in a room. And yeah, once again, as I said, you can get the demo version like we did, and it still is very, very fun. I couldn't recommend this more to anyone, really. If you're looking for just a free game on Switch, the demo is perfectly fine. The next game, let's stay on the Switch with Super Mario Party. I give it a game rating of 5 out of 10. It's just a little bit worse and more confusing, in my opinion, than Mario Party Superstars. Still not bad. It's very mini-game focused. I do still prefer Mario Party Superstars. And no, I haven't played Jamboree. My next game is Football Manager 24 on PC. Not on mobile, not on console for the first time. On PC. I give it a game rating of 8.5 out of 10. It's about the same as last year's, but I did end up playing this one a lot more off camera. Obviously, I did the streams and stuff with Mark, Nathan, and Steph. Go and check out our Serie A save. Yeah, a lot of fun. Still the best franchise in terms of managing a sporting team and taking them to promised lands, especially for football as well. And yeah, this game didn't disappoint, especially with the mods you can put on it and whatnot. So excited for 25. I'm sad that they did delay it and they're doing a little bit of changes to it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that game pans out. But yeah, Football Manager 24 was great. The next game I played is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated for the PS5. I give it a game rating of 6.5 out of 10. It's a fun and decently storied game. Like the story's like okay, and obviously it's a remake of the PS2, I think, or the PS3. I think one of those two. I wanted to play it last year, but just never got around to doing so. But I am glad I did end up playing it this year. I played it on the channel as well, so you can go check out my playthrough for that. But I definitely recommend this game if you're waiting for a game to release and you want a game to play in the meantime. It's not too long. The platinum's also quite easy to go and obtain. I got the platinum myself. If there's like a game, for example, that it's coming out in March and you've just finished the game, say in January, and you have that 2-month span and you want to play maybe one or two story games, this one's great. I would recommend just playing it just randomly. Should be fun. The next game I played is UFC 5 for the PS4. I give it a game rating of 4 out of 10. Hey, I just hate the UFC games. Ever since UFC 3, they haven't been that fun. This game just sucks, and it's just a bit too complicated. And yeah, they need to go back to the UFC 3 type gameplay where it was simple, arcadey, and it was fun. The second to last game in this episode is Beyond Two Souls for the PS5. I give it a game rating of 8 out of 10. I went into this game just sort of like, this was on the PS3, ported over to the PS4. I'll play it, whatever. I'll just give it a go. A game I can just randomly play on the channel. Loved it a lot more than I thought I would. It serves as the predecessor to Detroit Become Human. It's made by the exact same company, but they made this game first, I guess, to test it. And you can definitely see in Detroit where they took inspiration from Beyond Two Souls. This game's story is absolutely amazing and was well told as well, but it was also all over the place at the same time with how the story was conveyed. You'd go to the past, you'd go to the present, you'd go to the future, you'd go to the past. It was very confusing in a way. Plus, I didn't realize, but bloody Willem Dafoe was going to be in this game. Crazy. Didn't expect it, but shout out to Willem Dafoe. I definitely recommend this game to anyone that has played Detroit, or just anyone in general that can comprehend a compelling story, because this game definitely has a compelling story. And if you played Detroit, play the predecessor. And the final game in this video is WWE 2K24 for the PS5. I give it a game rating of 7.5 out of 10. I honestly think that this game is a step down from 2K23, and the main reason is GM mode. It's gotten worse in my opinion, and they made changes that just didn't need to be made with it. Like, they should just make it more simple and make it online play for 25 as well. That'd be fantastic, and that have a lot more replayability in this game. I do think that the My Rise stories in this year's game were a lot better than last year's, as well as the showcase I do think was better than last year's, due to the fact that obviously it was WrestleMania themed, whereas last year it was John Cena themed. I do think that it is a step down, but it's almost the exact same as 2K23, like a lot of sports games are, which we'll get into in later episodes. But that is all the games for this episode. Episode 2 will come out tomorrow on Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day we'll have episode 3. Next episode, you have to look forward to Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I speak about some more shit sports games and my game of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye for now.